The party rushes back into the gumption as the rest of Morpha just simply uh, disperses and is stored within the marbles, each shared between Pyrrha and Ridicule collectively. Pyrrha has passed out. Kiana is more or less conscious, being carried by Gliss.
Hey guys.
Well, that was kind of nuts.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go sleep for 2 years.
I'm gonna sleep, and I don't even sleep.
So, we got them, huh? Got them both.
Gliss is going to just go into this room. Come over and set Kiana down on the bed.
On each of these little mannequins, you see outfits that Tenrier had been working on. Outfits that were requested by everyone, along with what looks like notes.
Oh no!
And on the desk over here, a very crudely put together journal, along with a few scattered pieces of paper, and 2 picture frames, one of which that has a picture of everyone in the gumption standing together. It even has a Withrow on there. And next to that is a Magic the Pokio card.
Oh.
Kiana's, if she was like laid out on the bed, she's gonna sit up and like grab Gliss and like turn her around towards Kiana and like grab her face and just be like, Chris, come on. It's okay.
Gliss kind of mechanically ignores the embrace and bends down underneath the bed, looking for something specifically it remembers in the recesses of its mind being told before.
There are indeed 2 books underneath the bed, along with a note for her.
Gliss pulls them out from beneath the pillows. Everybody else, you kind of just hear movement shuffling around inside of Tenrier's room and looks into the pack.
There's a scarf with his formal clothing, because he knew how much she liked it, along with the crystal for safekeeping, and some of those shining quartz crystals. And hidden underneath the scarf, an annoyed Redmond, probably.
Pulls out the Redmond. Redmond yells out, "Hey, what the fuck? Ha! You're not right. The hell are you?"
I open the door.
You see Gliss clutching Redmond in one hand, and then like a scarf in another, and then in another, a bunch of notes and books and such.
You don't need anything?
Hey, Redmond. Glad you're okay.
Ah, fuck off.
Solomon, you would notice that this mannequin is smaller than the rest and about Solomon sized.
I look at I look at all of them and say, "Oh, you sentimental son of a bitch."
Can't wait to see these finished.
I can't wait to see them finished either.
It wouldn't be right finishing them ourselves.
Gliss sort of crawls underneath the bed and like starts burying her face underneath the pillows, looking for something else, it seems. Carrying Redmond in one hand.
So yeah, you're all probably wondering about this.
Yeah. Where does Body go?
Basically, I don't know.
That's great.
And it might be a little bit before I do.
That gun is the same magic that I use. He's probably still alive somewhere, but
He used the gut. Alright.
yeah.
There's that, or let, Mr. Small, Dark, and Feathery become a little bit too much to handle.
this point, everybody, you see a bright flash of red light in the room.
What the hell? What? Oh, fuck.
Did Redmond, you still there, buddy? Okay, I'm not hearing any profanities. They're gone.
Yeah, Gliss took Redmond, and we have no idea where.
Great. Lovely, but we won, guys. We won. Everyone take the fucking day off. I don't care, just...
We did win.
For now.
I need to go write about something.
I have to wait for Gamma to come back. I told him to wait, like, a day or two, see if the portal was still open. I walk over to mine.
Solomon, in one of the pockets, you notice how, like, on most things with, how most of the time there's, like, a little chain that attaches to a belt loop and goes into the pocket.
Yeah. Oh no.
You notice a silver one, and upon pulling it out, you find a pocket watch that had been carved with a kind of creepy puppet smile on the front. And inside, the date that we met. And underneath that, out of everyone in this world, I hate you the least. My best friend Solomon.
I look down at it, and then after a few seconds I say, guys, Pris isn't in my head, is she?
No. Oh, Solomon.
No, she's not in your head.
I put the watch back.
Frank would see the little quote that he gave Tenrier. Right in
It's
front of
on
the
the
Magic the
desk.
Pokio card.
Oh, great. He looks down and he reads it. Just kind of... A sly grin comes up over his face. You fucking idiot. It's a bad quote. It reads out loud. When what you know laughs at you, kick it to the curb and make a friend. It'll get better. Ridicule kind of just looks back at you guys. I'm gonna let you do your sentimental things. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Which one's Kiana's?
The blue one.
Oh my god, of course.
And the one for Frank is just the basic thanks for everything, bud. I can't wait to work on this more with you.
He's so cheesy.
There's another note that says, I told you I'd do it.
He literally laughs out loud when he reads that. Just... It's a pained laugh, but he laughs and he's just... God, idiot. Idiot. Damn it.
Kiana, when you unfold yours, you notice that it's written in gold from your pen.
You son of a bitch.
And it reads, Dear Kiana, I did my best to try and make an outfit I thought you might like. I know we wanted to do a prank on everyone, but we never got to, so hopefully this makes up for that. Also, I know this probably sounds stupid, but thanks for accepting me. You don't know how much it means for you to offer your name like you did. I know it isn't much, but if you check my desk after everyone leaves, I left something extra for you. I hope that you like it, and I tried to make it mesh with your current style. Also, if something happens, please take over the bakery for the time I'm gone, and if you can, don't let Pris be alone. Sincerely, Henry Mars. And there are a few kind of like tear stains near the bottom.
Oh. Oh, Tenrier. She's just gonna fold it up and slip it in one of her many pockets, or her bag, or whatever.
Dear Solomon, I remembered you wanted some Tenrier brand clothing. The Tenrier brand is got the quote marks around it, as you called them at one point.
Is he making his own merchandising line?
I hope they fit properly and are to your liking, buddy. I tried to imitate a design from some books I'd read, and I thought this would suit you.
Is that a pun?
I couldn't get the enchanting down, unfortunately, so once you try this on, could you come and show me? Make sure it's properly fitted, and we can go see Wimblebro. In brackets, that's my nickname for it. And quote, about getting this made to help protect you from fire. Your friend forever, Tenrier.
Oh, that's nice.
I look up and down at the suit and I'm like, well, if it doesn't fit, Gamma's essentially your employee now, so.
Well, here we go.
Joel's, this one is, kind of been scratched out a lot, and then rewritten, it looks like, and then scratched out, and then it, kind of the top bit has been crossed out and made unlegible. And the bottom bit is the part that looks to be perfectly good at this point. Dear Joel, I'm so sorry we didn't start off on the right foot. I think because of how Seldra constantly made me feel inadequate, it made my opinion of you worse. I'm glad that we've worked past that, or at least I hope we have. And I honestly think you're a kind man. Just don't tell folks about our private talks, though, okay? I'm really trusting with you to keep that private. Also, I thought your wardrobe could use a bit more variety. I don't know if I got the design right, but I borrowed one of your magazines. If it doesn't fit right, then come see me right away and I can tweak some of it. But if you like this, I can always make a request for a different outfit later. Don't go blabbing. Sincerely, Tenrier. And the Joel outfit is just kind of like a different kind of design of dad attire.
Is it still Hawaiian print though?
It's got the Hawaiian print still, just a different color palette. And
That's my favorite kind of print.
because you know how much you like
It's
it.
the only kind
We
of
are
print you
gonna throw
wear.
him one kicker of a surprise party, let me tell you.
Approximately 1 week has passed since this point in time. The party rests and restores themselves. Things go on as they're trying to heal their wounds and make ends meet. But for the most part, the group is kind of scattered after what happened. Things change and, adapt as they do. They spent the night together and the next. And after that, started making plans for the future. Off away in a alleyway, well, not an alleyway really, more like an open park. Portal thrums, and a breeze flies through the area, and three figures step forth. Right, didn't think we were gonna... Oh, wow.
Wow.
I remember this portal. Last time I was here, you, threw it at me from the sky.
Well, someone's got to clean this up.
Yeah, we can use prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Oh. Even I can't say it.
Prestidigitation, you plebeians. Frank scuffs his shirt up. Thank you very much.
Yes, we get it, Your Highness.
I'm high society, I can't help it. Frank's a king.
Hopefully it won't be as long before we come back here again. After this.
Yeah, bakery stuff. Yeah, sure. Deep away in the Tower of Life.
Solomon's rummaging through the chest. Alpha, you get to work on sanding that arm. Beta, make the spear and the shield. That one has to be really good. Gamma, keep working. Epsilon, Souls, Delta, keep doing whatever you do. Solomon keeps going through the chest.
Aww.
Gamma goes over to Beta and kind of whispers to the three original ones, and she says, "He hasn't smiled all week." Yeah.
The labyrinth wins.
Aww.
Joel had found Clunk beneath the pool of water in the lily pad room.
Oh,
He'd
Oh,
been
that's
thrown
what-
down there,
That's what it was.
beaten up,
Ah,
and thankfully his crystal was still intact, but his body was completely trashed. Yeah, the crow is sitting on the side of the pillar, doing his signature read a book. And Joel has hauled up the Rose's form up to his workbench in Lorenza.
Yeah, we certainly got our work cut out for us, don't we, Maggie?
She nods and moving around materials and gems on the table.
They say the hardest part is getting started, but I think they're lying.
I think the hardest part is getting to the second night, if you had to ask me.
Nobody was asking me, briefly. Hey, Crow, find anything interested in my old books?
I've been meaning to get back to this library for so long. All this information to read again.
He just rotates libraries.
Oh gosh, if I know this was your second go through, I would have just asked you for the close notes.
Yes, I can definitely do that when I am not reading.
Okay, well, I'll see you in that once in a lifetime chance.
I will see you on New Year's.
You don't read any books on New Year's?
It's the rule we set up so long ago. You wanted to talk to me at least once a year, so I agreed.
Look, I'll just let you carry on reading there.
Thank you. Sitting at a desk, battered and bruised. Wounds up the wazoo, but still holding herself together. Sitting over the desk. This would have happened earlier. This would have been before the rest of these. Or sits down at the desk and pulls out the notebook that she took away from Tenrier's room.
She'd also noticed that the, unless it's been moved, the second note's there with his bracelet wrapped around it.
She looks down at it and sees it. Wait, hold on. And she opens the book. A 12? Alright. She opens the book and is gonna read the first note.
Dear Pris, I won't always be there to protect you, and I haven't been able to help you learn how to use Wildcard yet. I've been training with both you and Wimbledon, and I was finally able to make my first piece of, well, runic garment. I tried combining what he was teaching me, combined with what you were trying to teach me about runes, and I think this should help protect you a bit more. I call it the Red Vow. In those days that I'm unable to be by your side, in those times I can't use any power to protect you, this scarf will do what I could not. Thus, this is my vow to you that I shall always be by your side no matter the distance, trying my best to protect you. Then crossed out as sincerely, and yours truly, finally ending with love, Tenrier.
She pulls at the scarf around her neck, tugging at it, and calls out in her head. It wouldn't be as easy as you're just right there, right? Are you there? No? Alright. Okay. I'll be strong. She opens up the second note.
This one is stained with a lot of tears. It looks like it has been rewritten from what it once was, and rewritten so that only a tiefling could read it, or one found by a tiefling. Dear Pris, if you're reading this, the worst has come to pass, and I've died one way or another. For that, I am so, so sorry. But remember, no matter the distance, no matter how long it has been, as long as you hold the time we spent together in your heart and memories, then I'll always be there with you.
She stops reading the letter. She puts the letter back down on the table. Just crawls over this way. Falls down on the pillows on the floor. Ridicule sits at her desk, writing in her journal. Glances to the side at a note that's simply sitting there and just shakes her head and keeps on writing. Looks back at the note like, gotta get around to this one day. It has been a week since the note has been discovered, and she has yet to open it. She opens up the note.
Dear Versi, thank you for everything. You're a great friend and a great magister. I hope everything goes well. And after this fight is over, we are so working on our secret project again. Got it? I can't wait to hang out with you more. It was always so much fun with you and Pris. Your friend, Tenrier the Red Tiefling.
Fucking bastard. Why does he have to make it harder? Just grumbles and keeps writing. The words flow out of the pen onto the page as she writes in her book. I guess you could say that it's never really easy telling right from wrong. I spent the last 15 years of my life on a misguided revenge quest that ended in disappointment and emptiness. To say I was wrong from the start is accurate, but it doesn't hurt any less to ignore that fact. Two groups of people that could have been friends thrust against each other to meet ends of another. But there was a turning point. I started to look up, and really I thought for sure there was some hope after all. Now here I stand on the other side of a battle, while others, probably more deserving, do not. The castle is reclaimed. The Ashen Guard are, for the moment, restrained, and I'll be heading back to the Grand Citadel in the morning. But they never deserved it. Everyone, not just those close to me, but everyone who's ever been harmed by the Ashen Guard, none of it was deserved. My father, Wizro, Argus, Kiana's skull, even Wimbledon and his husband, and now Tenrier and Pris. The boy was frankly a cheesy moron, but he helped me somehow, and even though he had no reason to, he held out his hand and said, "Hey, we can still be friends." Even after everything I did, everything I lied about just for the sake of some childish dream, and after all that, I'm still here, and he's gone. Me, the bitter piece of shit I've always been. It should be him writing this. But I've got a world to protect, still. And now here, I cannot stay. Magister Kiana should be moving over to the Kaida district by now. I will have sent someone to get her accustomed. Magisters Frank and Hazel should be getting filled in on their new responsibilities. And hopefully together we'll be able to inspect the safety of the Tower of Death. Magister Stolleman has already started defenses for the Tower of Life, and frankly I'm not going to talk with him for at least until he's worked out his frustrations. The Planehoppers hold on, if by a thread, and the Magisters will recover. We always do. For the lives of all who have been hurt by them, I will make sure this world is protected, even if I'm forgotten, even if they never thank me, because that's what a Grand Magister does, what a hero does. So long as they're safe, I don't care if I'm painted the villain. On to a new day, they say. Maybe Joel will get his memories back for good. Maybe they'll find the blue tiefling girl, Pris. One can hope. But I've learned that such a thing only brings more tears. And at the end of the day, I really can't take much more of that. So, be it bittersweet or be it full of misplaced joy, we'll move on to the next day, so we don't have to live in fear of everything we love burning away into ash. She stands up, closes the book, and flicks a finger, making it vanish from sight. She sighs, pushing in her chair, and steps outwards into the hall. She closes the door and locks it, and with a swift motion, the door shrinks in on itself and vanishes as if it had never been there. And with one final glance down the hall, she takes leave of this place, back to a life of devotion, politics, and the like. For once, the lights of the gumption fade, the building turning off and hibernating as its long halls and empty chambers, now devoid of life, are no longer needed, as there is no one left to fill them.